The first thing you notice is the movement. Motorbikes flowing through crowded streets like rivers of light. Lanterns glowing above quiet alleyways. Mist hanging over limestone cliffs rising from the sea. And then Vietnam changes again. Rice terraces carved into mountainsides. Wooden boats drifting through narrow rivers. Cities alive with noise, color, and history layered into every street corner. This is a country that never stays the same for long. One moment you're standing beside a peaceful lake in Hanoi. The next you're kayaking between limestone islands in Ha Long Bay. Ancient temples sit beside modern skylines. Mountain landscapes give way to tropical coastlines. And every region feels like a completely different world. Vietnam isn't one journey. It's many journeys, connected together.
We'll guide you day by day. What to do, what to eat, travel tips, where to stay, and the best Get Your Guide experiences. All the links you need are in the description below.
Arrival into Hanoi feels immediate. The sound reaches you before anything else. Scooters weaving through intersections. Street vendors calling out from the roadside. Metal chairs scraping across pavement cafes. Start your morning in the old quarter. Walk slowly. This part of the city isn't designed for rushing. Narrow streets open into busy intersections filled with movement from every direction. Small shops spill out onto the pavement. Coffee, spices, clothing, street food all layered together. By mid-morning, stop for a bowl of pho at a local street-side restaurant. Steam rises into the humid air while the city moves around you. Then continue toward Hoi An Lake. The atmosphere changes immediately. The traffic softens. The pace slows. Locals walk around the water. Older residents practice Tai Chi, and the city briefly feels calm. By afternoon, head toward Train Street. The space feels impossibly narrow. Cafes pressed tightly against the tracks. When the train finally passes through, the entire atmosphere shifts from relaxed to electric within seconds. As evening arrives, Hanoi transforms again. Street food stalls light up. The smell of grilled meat fills the air. Motorbike headlights blur together across the streets. This is chaos, but controlled chaos. And somehow it works.
Hanoi is over 1,000 years old and remains one of Southeast Asia's most historic capitals. Try pho or bun cha, around 40,000 to 120,000 Vietnamese dong. Cross roads slowly and steadily, traffic flows around you. Old Quarter stays range from 800,000 to 3 million Vietnamese dong per night. We've added Hanoi street food tours, train street experiences, and Old Quarter walking tours in the description.
The journey to Ha Long Bay begins early. Leaving Hanoi, the city gradually fades into open countryside. Rice fields stretch across the landscape. Small villages pass by the window. And slowly the coastline begins to appear. Then you see them. Limestone islands rising directly from the water, hundreds of them, scattered across the bay like fragments of another world. Board your overnight cruise and step onto the deck. The atmosphere shifts immediately. Everything slows down. As the boat moves deeper into the bay, the noise disappears completely. Only water, wind, and distant engines remain. By midday, explore the bay by kayak. Paddle through narrow openings in the cliffs into hidden lagoons surrounded by towering rock formations. The scale feels surreal. By afternoon, return to the boat as the light softens across the water. The limestone cliffs change color throughout the day, gray becoming green, then gold. As evening arrives, the bay becomes almost silent. Lights reflect softly across the water, and for the first time on the trip, everything feels completely still.
Ha Long Bay contains nearly 2,000 limestone islands and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Fresh seafood meals on board range from 200,000 to 600,000 Vietnamese dong. Pack light layers. Evenings on the bay can feel cooler than expected. Overnight cruises range from 2 million to 6 million Vietnamese dong per night. We've added Ha Long Bay cruises and kayaking experiences in the description, essential for this part of the trip.
Today, the landscape changes again. Arriving in Ninh Bình, the scenery feels quieter, but no less dramatic. Limestone mountains rise sharply from flat green rice fields. The scale feels enormous but peaceful. Start your morning with a riverboat ride in Tam Kok or Trang An. You sit low to the water while local rowers guide the boat between cliffs and through cave systems. Everything moves slowly here. Water ripples gently beneath the boat. Birds move above the rice fields. The sound of the oars becomes part of the atmosphere itself. By midday, visit one of the nearby temples or pagodas. Stone staircases climb toward viewpoints overlooking the valley. The higher you go, the wider the landscape becomes. By afternoon, rent a bicycle or explore the countryside roads. This is where Ninh Bình feels most authentic. Small villages, open fields, quiet roads connecting everything together. As evening arrives, mist begins settling around the mountains again. The entire region feels timeless.
Ninh Bình is often called Ha Long Bay on land because of its limestone landscapes. Local dishes range from 50,000 to 150,000 Vietnamese dong. Bring sun protection. Many activities are fully exposed. Nature lodges and guest houses range from 700,000 to 2 million Vietnamese dong per night. We've added river tours and countryside cycling experiences in the description.
Arriving in Hoi An feels like stepping into another era. The pace changes immediately. The streets are smaller, the buildings lower, the atmosphere softer. Start your morning walking through the ancient town. Yellow-painted buildings line the streets while lanterns hang overhead, even during daylight. Everything here feels preserved. By late morning, explore the riverside area. Wooden boats move slowly across the water while cafes open along the banks. Then take time to visit the tailor shops Hoi An is famous for. Fabric hangs from the walls, measurements are taken quickly, and centuries of craftsmanship still shape daily life here. By afternoon, step away from the center and explore quieter streets nearby. The further you walk, the calmer the town becomes. As evening arrives, Hoi An transforms completely. Lanterns begin to glow across the streets and river. Reflections shimmer on the water, and the entire town feels cinematic.
Hoi An was once one of the most important trading ports in Southeast Asia. Try Khao Lao or white rose dumplings, around 50,000 to 150,000 Vietnamese dong. The ancient town is best explored on foot. Avoid rushing between sites. Boutique stays range from 1 million to 3 million Vietnamese dong per night. We've added lantern tours, food experiences, and tailor recommendations in the description.
The morning begins with movement again. Leaving Hoi An, the coastline slowly opens beside you. Palm trees blur past the road. Fishing boats sit offshore. The sea shifts between deep blue and turquoise depending on the light. Arriving in Da Nang, the atmosphere feels completely different from Hoi An. More modern, more energetic. Start your morning at Mai Kay Beach. Wide stretches of sand meet gentle surf, while locals exercise along the shoreline. This city lives beside the ocean. By late morning, head toward the Marble Mountains. Stone staircases wind upward through caves, pagodas, and hidden viewpoints. Incense drifts through the air while sunlight cuts through openings in the rock. At the top, the coastline stretches endlessly in both directions. Then comes the transition that changes the entire day. The drive across the Hai Van Pass. The road climbs sharply along the mountainside, twisting above the coastline. Every turn reveals another viewpoint. Ocean below, jungle-covered hills above. This isn't just transport, it's part of the experience. Stop often. The scale of the landscape deserves it. By afternoon, continue along the route while the scenery shifts constantly around you. Clouds roll across the mountains. The coastline appears and disappears again. By evening, return toward Da Nang. As darkness falls, the city lights begin reflecting off the river. Then the Dragon Bridge lights up across the skyline. A completely different atmosphere from the quiet lanterns of Hoi An the night before. Vietnam changes again.
The Hoi An Pass became internationally famous after being featured on Top Gear as one of the world's greatest coastal roads. Try mi quang noodles or seafood dishes, around 60,000 to 180,000 Vietnamese dong. If driving the Hoi An Pass yourself, check weather conditions before leaving. Beachfront hotels in Da Nang range from 1 million to 4 million Vietnamese dong per night. We've added Hoi An Pass tours, Marble Mountain experiences, and Da Nang city activities in the description.
Arrival into Ho Chi Minh City feels immediate. The pace accelerates again. Traffic surges through intersections. Scooters fill every lane. Glass towers rise above streets packed with local markets and food stalls. This is Vietnam at full speed. Start your morning at Ben Pan Market. The atmosphere is intense. Narrow aisles, voices calling out, colors layered across every stall. You move with the crowd more than through it, then step outside and walk through the surrounding streets. French colonial buildings stand beside modern skyscrapers, revealing how many different eras still exist within the city at once. By midday, visit the War Remnants Museum. The atmosphere changes completely. Everything slows. The energy of the city fades into reflection. This is one of the most important places to understand Vietnam's modern history. Difficult, emotional, but essential. By afternoon, move back into the city. Visit a rooftop cafe or bar overlooking the skyline. From above, the scale becomes clear. The movement below never fully stops. As evening arrives, Ho Chi Minh City transforms again. Street food stalls light up. Music drifts from rooftop venues. The skyline glows against the humid night air. This city never really settles. It keeps moving.
Ho Chi Minh City has more motorbikes than cars, making it one of the busiest scooter cities in the world. Try Banh Mi, or Southern-style Po, around 40,000 to 150,000 Vietnamese dong. Use ride apps for transport. Traffic can be overwhelming for first-time visitors. City center stays range from 1 million to 4 million Vietnamese dong per night. We've added city tours, rooftop experiences, and historical tours in the description.
The final day begins before sunrise. Leaving Ho Chi Minh City, the roads gradually narrow as the landscape shifts into waterways and farmland. Arriving in the Mekong Delta, the rhythm changes completely again. Life here moves with the river. Board a small boat and begin moving through the canals. The water becomes the road. Homes sit directly beside the riverbanks. Wooden boats pass carrying produce and supplies. Palm trees lean over narrow waterways. By morning, reach one of the floating markets. This is commerce adapted to the river itself. Boats packed with fruit and vegetables gather together in organized chaos while conversations move between vessels. The atmosphere feels alive, but calm. By midday, continue deeper into smaller canals. Everything narrows. The sound changes again. Less engines, more birds, more water moving against the boat. Visit a small village or riverside workshop. This is where the journey feels most connected to daily life. No major landmarks, just rhythm, routine, and movement shaped by the river. By afternoon, begin the return. And slowly, the entire journey starts settling into place. The coast, the mountains, the bays, the cities, the rivers. Each region completely different from the last, each one feeling like its own country.
The Mekong River supports one of the largest agricultural regions in Southeast Asia. Fresh tropical fruit and local meals range from 50,000 to 150,000 Vietnamese dong. Start Mekong tours early. Floating markets are busiest in the morning. Delta stays range from 800,000 to 2 million Vietnamese dong per night. We've added Mekong Delta boat tours and floating market experiences in the description, perfect for your final day.
From crowded city streets to quiet rivers winding through limestone valleys, from lantern-lit towns to tropical coastlines, Vietnam never stays the same for long. That's what makes it unforgettable. Every region feels separate. Every landscape shifts the atmosphere completely. It isn't one destination. It's 5 completely different worlds, connected by one journey.
All the Get Your Guide experiences mentioned are linked in the description below. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe to Traveler's Treasure Globe.